On Memorial Day, Americans across the country will celebrate the servicemen and servicewomen who died defending our country. Memorial Day weekend is the unofficial start of summer, often a weekend filled with family get-togethers, parades, and backyard cookouts. But the true meaning of Memorial Day is a day of remembrance to honor the sacrifice made by the men and women who have died during their service in the United States military. However you celebrate Memorial Day, it is a special time to honor America's history and commemorate the bravery, courage, and honor of our troops. The following Memorial Day quotes show even though the holiday is a time to celebrate the freedom we have in America, we should never forget that that very freedom came at the expense of the brave heroes who lost their lives fighting to protect it. Here are 34 famous quotes to think about for Memorial Day. Our nation owes a debt to its fallen heroes that we can never fully repay. Barack Obama. 2. As we express our gratitude, we must never forget that the highest appreciation is not to utter the words, but to live by them. John F. Kennedy. 3. Heroism is not only in the man, but in the occasion. Calvin Coolidge. 4. Never throughout history has a man who lived a life of ease left a name worth remembering. Theodore Roosevelt. 5. Those who have long enjoyed such privileges as we enjoy forget in time that men have died to win them. Franklin D. Roosevelt. 6. No man is entitled to the blessings of freedom unless he is vigilant in its preservation. General Douglas MacArthur. 7. Freedom makes a huge requirement of every human being. With freedom comes responsibility. Eleanor Roosevelt. 8. A hero is someone who has given his or her life to something bigger than oneself. Joseph Campbell. 9. Never was so much owed by so many few. Winston Churchill. 10. The patriot's blood is the seed of freedom's tree. Thomas Campbell. 11. It doesn't take a hero to order men into battle. It takes a hero to be one of those men who goes into battle. Norman Schwarzkopf. 12. The brave die never, though they sleep in dust, their courage nerves 1,000 living men. Minot J. Savage. 13. May we never forget freedom isn't free. Unknown. 14. No duty is more urgent than that of returning thanks. James Allen. 15. Veterans are a symbol of what makes our nation great, and we must never forget all they have done to ensure our freedom. Rodney Frelinghuysen. 16. Our flag does not fly because the wind moves it. It flies with the last breath of each soldier who died protecting it. Unknown. 17. For love of country they accepted death, and thus resolved all doubts, and made immortal their patriotism and their virtue. James A. Garfield. 18. Who kept the faith and fought the fight, the glory theirs, the duty ours. Wallace Bruce. 19. This nation will remain the land of the free only so long as it is the home of the brave. Elmer Davis. 20. Ceremonies are important, but our gratitude has to be more than visits to the troops, and once a year Memorial Day ceremonies. We honor the dead best by treating the living well. Jennifer M. Granholm. 21. Heroism doesn't always happen in a burst of glory. Sometimes small triumphs and large hearts change the course of history. Mary Roach. 22. Regard your soldiers as your children, and they will follow you into the deepest valleys. Look on them as your own beloved sons, and they will stand by you even unto death. Sun Tzu. 23. Patriotism is not short, frenzied outbursts of emotion, but the tranquil and steady dedication of a lifetime. Adlai Stevenson. 2. 24. Patriotism is when love of your own people comes first. Nationalism, when hate for people other than your own comes first. Charles de Gaulle. 25. I believe our flag is more than just cloth and ink. It is a universally recognized symbol that stands for liberty and freedom. It is the history of our nation, and it's marked by the blood of those who died defending it. John Thune. 26. The willingness of America's veterans to sacrifice for our country has earned them our lasting gratitude. Jeff Miller. 27. I have long believed that sacrifice is the pinnacle of patriotism. Bob Riley. 28. My fellow Americans, ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country. John F. Kennedy. 29. In the end, we will remember not the words of our enemies, but the silence of our friends. Martin Luther King Jr. 30. There is nothing wrong with America that cannot be cured with what is right in America. William J. Clinton. 31. What I can do for my country, I am willing to do. Christopher Gadsden. 32. A man is a patriot if his heart beats true to his country. Charles E. Jefferson. 33. If you want to thank a soldier, be the kind of American worth fighting for. Unknown. 34. Freedom is never more than one generation away from extinction. We did not pass it to our children in the bloodstream. It must be fought for, protected, and handed on for them to do the same. Or one day we will spend our sunset years telling our children and our children's children what it was once like in the United States where men were free. Ronald Reagan.